So DeSantis sends migrants to Martha's Vineyard. Wow. I have a solution how it would benefit everybody because it seemed like Biden's administration, uh, the OG president himself, that said the border secure, which is out like he even Kamala Harris said it, his spokesman said it, that the border is secured. Let's listen to this part of this video.
Vineyard found themselves scrambling to find shelter, food, water, and other services to accommodate the unforeseen arrival of 50 migrants, including the elderly and children, flown there as part of a relocation plan originated by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis.
Martha's Vineyard Community Services had 50 people sort of literally walk up to their front door.
Witnesses say the group wandered some 3 miles from the airport into Edgartown. Once in town, the migrants were met by volunteers who brought them to a high school where they were fed and later transported by school bus to a church to stay for the night. Authorities sent out urgent pleas on social media asking for volunteers to help with an urgent humanitarian situation. Barbara Rush worked it for the night, helping the families at St. Andrew's Episcopal Church.
From what we found out by talking to the people, they're originally from Venezuela. They were flown here. We're not sure what plane brought them here or how they got on a plane to here.
Volunteers said they were told by some of the migrants they did not know where they were or were told they would be given housing and jobs. A statement from a DeSantis spokesperson.
Now, the governor in Florida, you see him right here. I don't I understand what he's doing, but I don't agree with everything. Okay, but I'm gonna give my solution. First off, Venezuela. I can understand the people running from Venezuela. So the most likely, Venezuela is Russia's buddy. So those people, they're if you own a property over there a few years ago, the government can come in and swipe and take it away. So they see the opportunity over here. Those people coming over here to work. And then I can understand. I understand you're supposed to go by the law and obey our laws, and they come over here illegally. But if you constantly getting killed and abused, you be like, I'm going to take my chance. Now, see, some people don't understand that. See, when you haven't eaten for 3 or 4 days, and you almost died a few times, and I'm from Compton, you seen death, you seen guns, you kind of got a little different perspective on life. So don't get me wrong, I'm conservative, but I have compassion. Some of these guys been rich all their life and don't understand. And I'm gonna talk about that later. So I just constantly look at this like. So I'm gonna give my solution. So, cause I'm at one point in my household, there was quite a few people that came over here legal. And one person took them 10 years to come over here legal, waited and did everything the right way to come to this country from an Asian country. So, but there's not it ain't like Venezuela. Some of the other countries don't have a problem. Guatemala, El Salvador, and it's like 1,000 different nations coming over across the border, and we got terrorists coming over across the border. To me, they need the border is not secure for one, and that's dangerous to everybody. Doing the way they coming across, and the ladies getting hurt, and the kids getting killed, people drowning in the rivers. Things got to be done to me way different. And Biden and Harris dropped the ball. Harris haven't been to the border. So how are you going to say the border security if you haven't been there and you was delegated to go down there and check the border out and you haven't did that? So this whole thing has totally is got crazy. So you got different governors sending, which I really don't blame them. But the Venezuela people, I mean, like, okay, I have compassion for those people because those people had a decent country. Then that man got in power and start taking their businesses. And if you're speaking up, they doing the same thing like Russia. You know, on the side note, people, I hear some people, black people's like, Russia ain't never did. Oh, though, they never did nothing like what probably to the extent as slavery, but they be testing x-rays, hacking, extortion American people. It's just not because you black and they ain't had no slavery shouldn't be like the, oh, they never had no. They have done stuff. And people want to be free should have an opportunity to speak out. So I can't, some people just get on my nerves. So back to my point. So I must give my solution. The men and the ladies, since we're going to give them free housing, medical, food, phone, they should do 2 years in the military. As long as you pass the background, or if they can do it to the fullest, and some people came over here, they probably in probably decent shape. And you swam through the river, so you sure can probably join the Navy, join the military. Because of Biden's policies, our military is not up to full capacity. They even offering $100,000 to join the Navy. It got so bad. We need a strong military to keep our freedom. We cannot let China, all the lies they be telling, and all the loans they giving out to Africa, then talking about we gonna take over your airport. Look it up. You know, it's different forms of slavery. Ain't outright, but we gonna make you get in so much debt that you're gonna feel obligated for you continue to take our minerals and rights. To talk about the African people, certain African countries, excuse me, and certain they targeting South America now. They trying to get down on our border. If you don't know, I'm going off the subject, but remember, do another video for sure in a couple of weeks. They down there fishing way down in South America. Okay, anyway, so my solution is to stay on topic. 2 years in the military, 2 or 3 years, because we got to pay for their housing. We got to pay for their medical, for their schooling. We might as well get some kind of benefit since we understand. So, I know by 100,000, so 100,000 fit individuals. They are most likely already fit. I ain't talking about the older individuals and terrorists. Bam, that'll save us money. Have a wonderful day in your neighborhood.